Oh. This is throwing me off.
What?
I've hit start recording because normally it takes bloody ages. And it's just cracked straight on with it and it's absolutely fine. There's no issues.
Well, let's pretend we're waiting and I'll bring us in.
Maybe this is the start though. Is you saying to do that?
The pretend.
Okay.
You seen that thing on TikTok?
No.
It's like the latest. I can't get away from it. It's the whole like how to tell if a guy is Gen Z or a millennial, right? And it's based on like whether they wear ankle socks
Do you have dementia?
or normal socks.
Do you have dementia?
Did we talk about this last week?
Literally last week.
I was very drunk, wasn't I? Well, I mean, now I'm worried
for
that
the
everything
people
I'm
at
going
home.
to say.
Yeah, this is danger because right.
Did we talk about P. Diddy?
Well, he's spoken about P. Diddy a lot recently. Yeah. Right. My issue is though, we obviously that whole thing. We were like, oh yeah, pretend to come in, and you did that. And now there's this other question of, did you mean to double down and say something from last week for a cold open, or were you actually like,
No.
this will be interesting?
No.
Socks.
No, I can't remember talking about the socks.
My God, how are you?
I'm
Tired.
fine. I'm
You're
fine.
tired.
I'm tired. It's tired. It's like fucking like what 9 o'clock, 9:30.
It's 9:30.
It's-
We've spent the last 4 hours recording our England songs. So the last 2 weeks we've mentioned how England songs suck and we need a new one. We're going to release one which will come out next week.
Yeah.
This is stressful though because we need to film a video, which we're doing tomorrow morning,
Mm-hmm.
edit the video,
However,
edit the song.
yeah, but the song I think will be not too bad.
You don't understand.
Yeah, you got to mix it.
No, I've got to mix it, but also because I'm a cheapskate, I've not paid hundreds of pounds for the software to do it. So the software I'm using only allows me to have 8 tracks. So what I need to do is all of the gang vocals, that's 8 tracks there. I need to export it on. It's going to take ages, but it's fine. I'll get it done for the sake of our country. For us winning the Euros.
We're goddamn heroes.
That's the next one. And then we need to come up with a good name.
The heroes of the Euros.
Oh, it's good. Yeah. What we need though.
We're getting way too ahead of ourselves. We're the competition hasn't
Let's
started
be
yet.
honest. We've spoken like, oh, okay. We've also been speaking about how this song could pop off, and realistically, it may get 100
won't.
listens.
Yeah. It probably will only get
I
100
feel
listens.
really good about it though.
Yeah, I know.
The thing is,
we need to just push it everywhere. Send it to everyone.
yeah,
Send it to every like organization.
yeah,
Not every organization. But every,
WWF?
like, football organization. Or, like,
football.
laddie organization or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Lad
Oh.
Bible.
Angry Ginge.
Like, hopefully they'll steal it. Because that's what they
yeah,
do.
and then we can be like, they stole from us, and everyone would love us and
and
raise our
and especially
clout.
because it's for charity as well, so we'd be able to they stole from a charity. We need to like
That is true. Yeah, so we're gonna release a song. It'll come out Friday. It will have to come out next Friday, I think. So it'll come out next Friday. It's an England football song. So a lot of our listeners are Americans.
Written by yours
they won't
truly.
care. Yeah, you wrote most. I wrote a
most of it.
verse.
You wrote a verse.
Little edit on the chorus. So actually, it is about 50-50, really.
Yeah.
And I genuinely I've been listening to England football songs for the last few
I
weeks.
think it's good.
And I think it's right up
It's
there.
good. But let's not big it up too much because
No, let's big it up enough though that people will check it out. Even the
It's really
Americans, check it out and see what you think. There's this thing in English culture that we spoke about last week where you take parodies of songs and then they turn them into
they
English
don't
songs.
do that. No. Weird
They-
Alkovich.
Weird Al Yankovic.
That's what I meant.
You
Weird
make his.
Al Yankovic.
You take out so many syllables. Weird
well,
Yankovic.
unnecessary syllables.
Yeah, Weird Al.
Weird Al.
He does it. My point
Yeah.
is for England.
Mm-hmm.
It was a thing, a trend, and then they started doing like, oh look, I've written my own song, and it'd be someone being like, England is gonna win, and you're like, what am I supposed to do here? Or the one that we listened to on the podcast, it's like
Dreadful.
chanting, and it's England. I think it's something like that. I listened to
Yeah.
it today,
But it was like a ballad.
but also it's like, yeah, but. How am I going to chant that? The
Yeah.
whole song was a chant. It's like a 3-minute chant. So you want me to remember 3 minutes of unique chanting? Get out of here.
Yeah, that's why realistically you want 3 verses maximum and a chorus.
And just a chorus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what we've been up to. But I think the whole reason for that is last week you were drunk.
very, very drunk.
All feedback I've had has been quite positive. So people
I
like you
started
being
drinking
drunk.
early doors on Saturday.
Yeah.
And yeah, that
Didn't
that was
stop
it.
really, did
It was
you?
gone, yeah.
The podcast was fun. I messed up the audio a little bit. We had one of our cameras
Wasn't good.
was also recording audio, so whenever
This
I
one's
cut
not
to it,
recording audio, is it?
no, I think it's fine. Yeah, so a bit of dodgy audio, which I'm sorry about, because the episode itself I actually thought was possibly quite good. But now we've just done the 4-hour recording session. It was chaos. I don't know. I won't put up any video because I've got so much editing to do without the podcast. But maybe there'll be a video that people can check out on like Instagram or something of the stupid setup we had to make.
It was embarrassing.
It was bad.
It's embarrassing.
We looked like kids building a tent. There were cushions. There was a green screen.
I mean, we made our own studio.
That's a stretch.
Debatable. It's debatable.
It's a stretch. Even as far as sofa cushion based recording studios go, it's not even the best one.
No.
Because apologies
That's
for that
not you.
sound. Yeah, even that, because I remember back in the day I used to make them with and they look way better.
The thoughts you make back in the day. Is it just because we were like young and small? So it was like a big castle.
Yeah. You'd be like, this is unbelievable because you're looking up, and now we would just pile pillows on the middle. What do I do with it?
Yeah, man.
Max asked me, my 2-year-old son Max asked me all the time. A few days ago, he had those, do you know the pop-up tents?
Yeah.
You throw them, pop them up, and it has a tunnel in them. And he asked me to crawl through it, and I was like, I'll crawl through it. It was impossible, and then I was stuck. I've got a thing on me like a bloody sausage dog.
like a
move.
tube, like what is it? Like a tube skirt.
Yeah.
You know what it used to be like in the late 2000s?
Yeah. Imagine if you could put your hand all the way through a Pringles can.
A boob tube. That's what I was trying to think of.
That is what you're trying to tube. This is chaos. News? Right, here's the thing.
Well, we've just spent 4 hours doing it. Because of my game last night, which was at 1, I napped before the game. I got up just before the game. I watched the game. I went straight back to bed and then woke up like an hour before I had to leave.
So you had
work.
2 sleeps instead of 1?
2 sleeps, but still less than 1 sleep.
How could 2 sleeps ever be less than 1 sleep? I
do see your logic there. Yeah. But it means I then I came straight home from work. I mean, we went straight into doing the song, which took 5 hours, pretty much.
Which was about, I would say, 2.5 hours was setting up.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or maybe an hour and a half. It felt
and you
long.
wanted to do the video as well.
I thought we'd get the video done as well. I'm an ambitious man.
Unbelievable.
I would be here
I was pushing it with the podcast.
Honestly. And they'll know, because this is terrible already.
Yeah.
News?
Well, I don't know if I talked about P. Diddy last week or not.
I think
beating
we
up
did.
His girlfriend?
Yeah, we played the audio. Was that what you had?
I also...
we started, and just before we started, I was like, this is going to be tricky. Do we listen to and you were like, no, I've got a few things. I've scrambled a few things. The things you scrambled, were they on the notes on your phone that you read last week?
No, that's the thing.
Insane. Right, okay, so we listened to that last week.
My brain came up with all that stuff on its own. What about Nicki Minaj?
What about Nicki Minaj?
Did you see that she her Manchester gig got cancelled, right? And it was like real short, like it's like everyone's in the arena, right? Like it's literally like 20 minutes before the show's supposed to start, right? Where do you think she was 20 minutes before the show was supposed to start in Manchester?
I'm going to say not in the country, probably.
She was being arrested in Amsterdam.
Oh, I did see she was getting arrested. But 20 minutes before.
Yeah.
That's not
honestly,
why you haven't made the show.
It's literally the video of them announcing it. It's essentially a completely packed arena, right? And they're like, we're sorry that we have to cancel the show. We've tried everything possible. But I'm like, it's like I don't know exactly 20 minutes, but if you look at the size of the crowd, look at the size of the crowd, dude. It's at least like 30 minutes before the show's supposed to start, and she's in Amsterdam.
Oh, your point is the crowd is packed. Yeah,
it's packed.
My point is she probably was arrested, like
but
a couple hours before the show.
That's my point. Though you're not getting it.
No, I get what you're saying.
How the fuck?
I get what you're saying.
Are they waiting until like 20 minutes before the show when she's been arrested? right, for drug smuggling, basically. Well, not drug
She had
smuggling.
drugs.
She had drugs.
She's
in
on a live stream, wasn't she?
Yeah, yeah.
She was arrested on a
But-
live stream.
So how the fuck have they not cancelled that show way beforehand?
Mhm.
It's obvious. You've been arrested for drugs in Amsterdam.
There's probably some ticketing clause.
It's crazy.
They're like, they've been in for 2 hours now, so
but what's
no
worse,
refunds.
What's worse is she's pulled out the race card. So
Okay.
she said, like, I've been treated differently because I'm black, right? And I'm like,
She's black.
I think you'll find you've been treated very differently because you're a celebrity.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you probably got very comfortable treatment. Believe me. Like, I don't think you got treated badly at all. And the fact is, you had drugs, you stupid bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
That's always the issue in it, is people go, oh, this is racist. And I'm like, what part? Because you have drugs.
You had drugs. I'm like,
So
how?
what should happen?
Where's the racism?
Oh, I haven't respected her for a while, though, to be fair. But that's another... I hate that.
Yeah,
I hate
mental.
that.
It's mental. But then I was just trying to figure out as well, because I saw that she then, I can't remember exactly, but she then had to cancel her gig in Amsterdam.
Yeah. Amsterdam.
So yeah,
Cancels Amsterdam
yeah.
show following
What
drugs arrest.
what an absolute professional she is. What an absolute professional. Like, who'd have thought going through an airport with fucking like?
Was it through an airport? Because I
Yeah,
thought
it
she was
was
by
Amsterdam
cars
Airport.
when
I
she
thought
was...
it was. Yeah, no. She was getting escorted out of a car.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the situation is. But the fact is, she had drugs, and
And-
she was trying to cross borders with drugs.
And she was at a Netherlands airport. So I don't know.
I'm like, stop being a stupid bitch.
I think
Like,
she
what an
should get
absolute fucking.
whatever the drug
tosser.
laws are there.
And do you know what's weird though? I actually don't feel sorry for the people that went to her concert. Who the fuck goes to a Nicki Minaj gig? Honestly.
Well, look, she's not our cup of tea. Obviously.
Yeah, but she's not even respectful. That's what I mean. Like, I'm sorry, but you're a fucking like worldwide fucking musician, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huge musician, and you don't have the respect, and not even just fucking travel without having drugs on you.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Grow up.
Also, wait. So
Like, grow up.
was she leaving Amsterdam or going to Amsterdam?
Leaving Amsterdam because
Right,
she was obviously due to play in Manchester.
Yeah. That makes sense. Fair enough. So she's gone there. She's bought a load of drugs, and then she's tried to bring them
Yeah.
into the UK.
Yeah,
I would assume.
yeah.
Where it's illegal. So yeah, that's how she should be.
Not just it's illegal. We love like fucking sniffing out contraband at the airport.
I barely
No,
ever
I
do
mean
it.
The authorities.
Yeah, true. And people get years for that. So
Yeah.
let's see.
No,
Let's see.
She won't. Her fucking
No, because they're
her-
being racist. To
yeah,
her.
her racist treatment.
Yep.
Which won't amount to anything.
We'll find out after the break.
That's all the news.
Shit. Well, that's problematic, isn't it? Because
anything else you want to talk about?
the issue, absolutely nothing, really.
Yeah.
I wanted to do the article of the spotlight of new artists that have come out, and I went to work all day, finished work, drove here, and spent 4 hours trying to film that. Not film, to record that song.
Yeah.
So I've not done that. I said last week that would go out. You probably won't remember. You were
Have
well
seen-
drunk yes,
We might
last week.
as well talk about Trump.
Yeah, he's cool, isn't he? He's good. If someone was writing a book and they came up with Donald Trump as a character, that's a great character.
It's a good character, yeah. If it was just in a film and not real life,
Yeah.
it'd be like, that's a great character.
If you had to list 10 humans,
Mm-hmm.
right? Notable. I feel like Trump probably would make it,
Isn't he like?
or like
He's
top
like,
20.
isn't
maybe.
he literally one of the most famous like people on the planet? He's like one of the most known people on the planet now.
He's got a good brand.
Like since being like president.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say since Hitler.
No,
You know what I mean? Who-
no, but do you know what I mean? Like,
say what you want about
since-
Hitler. His branding was on point.
well, yeah, but since being president and just the fact that it's Donald Trump being president, he's like the most well-known person or whatever, something like that.
Fair enough.
But there's part of me, right, that I'm like, if he becomes prime minister now, right, he'll be the first.
He'll be the
ever
first American
sitting
prime minister.
President.
Yeah.
He'll be the first sitting president with a felony, right?
Is that accurate?
Because he's been found guilty of a felony. He's been charged.
No,
with
I'm
a
on about
felony.
would he be the first one
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
felony?
yeah. He'll be the first sitting.
Nixon?
No, No, because
he got it afterwards.
He got a felony, got ousted.
Wait, is he getting a
left.
felony?
Yeah.
I've
He's
not
being
read
charged
into
with a
anything.
felony, right? So he'll be the first sitting
Felony
president
doesn't even feel like a word anymore.
with a felony, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because I feel like in America, most people that come out of prison with felonies can't get a job at McDonald's.
That's true.
This guy's going to be running the country
Yeah,
with a felony.
Will he get the felony?
Yes, that's the whole news. He's
Yeah,
been
well,
charged.
I've heard
He's got
what
the
he
felony.
said though.
He's even come out and like his latest press conference was like, think if this is what they can do to me, then what can they do to you? All that sort of stuff. So it's not like he's accepted.
Was it
the fact
hush
he's
money?
getting
He
a felony.
paid
Yeah. Yeah.
hush money.
Yeah, something like that.
Whore hush money.
Yeah. Which I guess is a felony. I don't even really know. Like felony's like the whole country, isn't it? It's like
Yeah, federal.
yeah,
It's like breaking federal law or like
yeah,
I don't
not
know.
like local law or whatever. America's a fucking weird place. Isn't
And
it?
Donald Trump is just awesome. What? He's just living the best life, isn't he? He doesn't give a fuck. He's just doing what he wants. Have you seen
Yeah.
that man swing a golf club?
Yeah, he's got the ugliest golf
But
swing ever, but it's
it-
straight and
yeah.
true. I don't understand.
He's really inspired me, actually, to be honest, because I keep watching videos of him, and I need to just go to the driving range and just do a 70% swing on my driver and see what happens.
It's crazy.
He does like a little.
He's got the world's most horrendous looking swing,
Yeah,
but it's straight and true.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he pays the balls.
Honestly,
It's like a little, like some sort of technology we don't know about.
Space
It's like a little
Jam.
drone ball.
Space Jam balls.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got-
yeah.
Yeah, he's got Space Jam balls. I really don't know what to do here because we can listen to some songs
Mm-hmm.
and maybe have a chat after them,
Yeah.
or we're gonna end it and this episode's 20 minutes long. We've only done one of those.
How long are we at now?
16 minutes. I'm really sorry, everyone, because last week's episode really made me feel great about what we were doing,
Yeah.
but the energy was put elsewhere. And I did wonder if we needed, but we couldn't have filmed the podcast and then shot the video, then done the song, because I think we needed the energy for the song. So we done it the right way around, but it's really, if you're listening to us on your commute, to be honest, I would flick it off. Go on to a different podcast.
Listen to like if you've never
XFM?
listened to XFM, go back and listen to the early episodes. They're great stuff.
I recommend the latest episode of Kill Tony if you like comedy, stand-up comedy.
B, this is how bad it is now that we're just recommending other
Yeah,
things for
because
people
then
to
they
watch.
can just switch off, and then we don't have to really worry about the rest of the show.
Let us know when you're gone.
Should we? Let's do submissions then.
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
can't remember what button that is now. Yeah, I'm letting it roll.
See what you did there because it's really, really,
It's
really
so long.
We normally cut it short,
I normally cut it all
but
short.
we need this.
Do you want me to do the
drag
news
on.
jingle as well? I'll chuck that on. That's about 40 seconds. Right, so we've got submissions. We had loads of submissions through, I think we got a subreddit that people put onto and a few posts. We used to get loads locally on local Facebook groups, and I think I've posted enough now that whenever I post, everyone's like, nah, ignore. So they're all Americans. We've got 2 artists I don't think we've heard before, and 1 that we have. So this is, do you know when you got a word count on an essay and you're like,
Yeah.
the professor was tall. He was really tall and he stood tallingly. And it's just like nonsense. We've got the first one we're going to listen to is Midwest Connection from Detroit. So have you got a guess as to sound?
Midwest Connection.
Midwest Connection from Detroit.
Oh, I'm gonna go rap.
With Detroit, I always go rap for Detroit.
It's hard not to
So
say
I'll go
rap.
rock, but
Go
it's
for it.
probably rap. This is Midwest Connection. He's from Detroit. This is Down With. Let go.
Midwest Connection. Like, what's my motherfucking time with? Like, what you boys getting down with? I walk around with an S on my chest, cause everybody knows that Midwest Connect is the best. Yeah.
I've been crazy ever since I was a baby. Grew up in the 90s, that's Biggie, Tupac, and Shady. Middle finger flip, cigarette lit. You can't tell me shit. Probably on my way to fuck your bitch, play 2K with your kids. Man, that was then, this is now. Tell me what's the difference. Bitch, shut your mouth. What you saying? I ain't fucking listening. Do what I want, when I want. You wanna switch positions? You couldn't handle the consequences of doing business. What's a motherfucking shark to some little fishes? Run up on you in the dark while you with your missus. I'm just playing, I ain't even a little vicious. But I'll eat somebody's heart when I get to spitting. It's getting risky to
Wait a
tread
minute.
these.
That's good.
I think it's fucking great. I
I like the lyrics.
I love as well. We've spoken before that there's lots of different styles of rap, and a lot of rap that some people think is amazing. I listen to. I'm very white. We're very white men, and I listen to, and I'm like, I haven't got a fucking clue what they just said. Whereas with Midwest Connection, was that what it was? Midwest Connection. It had the space for you to understand what the lyrics were, what the rap was, and the rap was good. It was smart. They were really good lines.
Yeah.
Fuck your missus, play 2K with your kids. That's good stuff. I thought it was really good.
What's a shark to a bunch of fishes?
Yeah. So yeah, smart lyrics.
I like it. Yeah, it's good.
We said before,
and it was like it's kind of easy to listen to as well.
yeah,
Which I appreciate.
yeah, not overly anything. It was really good. So thank you for the submission, Midwest Connection. As I said, we're white as hell, so it's always tough. But where it does mean that it's really obvious when we like something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Maybe they won't think that. But yeah, it was really, really good. Very, very smart. Lyrics? Writing? Is it lyrics? Do raps have lyrics?
Or they have bars.
Yeah, or rap. Oh, fucking...
Well, they spit bars, don't they?
Yeah. I spit fire like I just
Or
blew
do
a
they lay
demon.
down track?
My shit's so hot, I'll leave your toilet
We're
bowl
so
steaming.
white.
I know, and I just quoted a Bo Burnham rap.
Oh, that's like
A
the
white
whitest
comedian.
of white you can get.
We have a lady called Michelle Fabre.
Mm-hmm.
Fabre, probably Michelle Fabre from New York. Genre guess, please.
Commercial pop.
Really? From
Yeah.
New York. I'm gonna go. Oh, that's just gonna be the same as you though. I was about to say a really in-depth answer that would have just translated to commercial pop. I don't think it's gonna be commercial pop. I reckon it'll be like a jazzy, instrumental, vocally complicated song. Don't know why. Here we go. Oh, it's called Rock Me with a Deeper Love. This is Michelle Fabre. Fabre from 37. Sorry, I just wanted to check the timestamp. Here we go.
Please me, can you rock me with the deep love? Can you take me to a place that I've never been before? I want so much more. I need a deeper love. Rock me with the deeper love. You know me, know just what I'm after. 'Cause small talk never really matters. So get beyond your infatuation and show me some sophistication. Can you rock me with the deeper love? Can you take me to a place that I've never been before? I want so much more. I need a deeper love. Rock.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna ignore the music video
yeah.
because
Okay.
I'm not being fun. I don't want to
I
be
thought it
mean.
was fine.
I thought it was garbage.
I thought it was fine.
Absolute
I thought she was having
garbage.
fun with it.
Yeah, I know.
That's all you
It's
need.
not that bad in terms of like that.
Okay, you said it was garbage.
No, but I meant the filming of it, the actual cinematography of it.
Sure.
Horrendous.
Yeah, because they've done it themselves. They've got someone who wanted to shoot it.
But I'm just saying
It's
that's
fine.
fine. That's fine.
I
But the
thought
actual
it got
content
her-
of
yeah,
it was
but-
fine. The content of it was fine.
No. I'm staying on it. I thought it got her personality across. I thought it made her come across as Like she
I
didn't
thought it was
seem
tough to
like
watch.
I'm not saying it was great, but we've spoken about music videos all the time.
Well, and also, I'm not a fan of music videos anyway.
I know you're
right?
not.
Because I think they're generally bad. But
Less music.
music, I thought it was great.
It was really cool, wasn't it?
Really cool, really good
Cool
sound. Yeah.
It had,
Really
like,
good really good harmonies that came in really snappy, and like they weren't constant, and they were used quite a lot, but it was like just in the right moments, and
Yeah.
the composition was good, like vocally it was good.
It was quite
very girl, like 90s sort of like, or like early 2000s
or 80s.
girl.
So
girl
some of it is
rock.
80s.
Yeah.
Some
maybe
of
a
it's like almost Huey in the News and like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like actually thinking of it, some of it sounds 80s. Some of it is like that early, as you say, not Paramore, but I'm trying to think of.
No,
who.
not Paramore, but like girl pop rock.
Yeah, it was very good. There were parts that reminded me of School of Rock, and that's a fine thing. That's a great thing. I thought it was really good. They seem, in my humble opinion, they seem to be quite young. I actually did have their Instagram as well, and I didn't open it, which normally I would do. I'm very tired. I'm very sleepy, so we can have a look at that. Michelle Fabre. But it's just this is her musical Instagram. Yeah, but that I thought the song was really, really good. It's very catchy, very, very easy to listen to, very consumable music.
Nice and clean as well.
So I mean, if they're doing that themselves as well, then I think they'll have a lot of success. Anything else?
No, nothing.
I thought it was good though.
I'm sorry about the music video comments.
Oh no, I mean that was fucking grumpy as hell.
It was terrible.
You said it was garbage. You're garbage.
Yeah,
You
I
said
don't
their
detest-
music
I
video
don't
was
detest
garbage
that.
on this episode of this podcast.
That is true.
We're flat
Like,
as hell.
one of the worst.
I will say, actually, so let's just talk about the music video for a bit. The issue was, for me, they had these stage rock bits.
That was the worst bits.
Oh, okay. I just thought there was a bit of a disconnect between the two.
You were going to say they were the best bits.
No, I was like, it's fine to just have your stage
It's
bits.
the stupid,
Yeah, no,
like
I do
80s,
agree.
90s, like that.
But then you said they
swivel
sounded
camera.
80s, 90s. So
Yeah.
it's consistent with the sound.
No,
No?
because even in the 90s that didn't work.
God, even in the 90s, you didn't work.
Well, yeah, I was like,
You know what? I wasn't paying enough attention because actually that is crap. Sorry, I've just hit it. I don't even think I'm sharing it, but I just hit it. I muted it and I hit it. And I do get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. But again, look, they're just having fun with it. They seem young as well, so yeah, good job
I'm just
shitting
saying,
on some
they
young
could have
high
kept
school.
they could have kept the video exactly the same, right? And just changed some of the camera movements, right? Don't go too overboard with that sort of stuff, and it would have been tons better.
Yeah, it doesn't really know what it's doing either. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some parts of it are really poppy, and then there's all of these effects. I do agree. Okay, so a little whatever, but you know, I was going to say who watches a music video. Apparently, 14,000 people do. So,
Those are good figures.
they are good numbers, aren't they? Good numbers. Yeah, thank you, Michelle Fabre. It is great
In general, good.
In general, bloody great. I thought your music sounds brilliant, and hopefully we can hear tracks in the future. That's what we like. I like to see people grow, develop, see where they go. Speaking of which, last year, early doors, we listened to someone who, if there was a counter for times artists have been mentioned, easily has the highest number. The reason is, literally last week, I think, someone asked me who my favourite artist is, and I said, at the moment, that's none of your business. No, at the moment, it's Danny Rivas, who is someone who submitted here.
It is good.
He submitted a song which it's VHS Prom June 1971. It's not the catchiest name, I will say. You know, Amarillo, Yellow Submarine, catchy names. VHS Prom June 1971, which I might be saying wrong, to be honest. Some
It's
part of that
like
might be inaccurate.
Fucking that stupid Arctic Monkeys album.
Whatever people say, that's what I'm not.
No,
Oh, Tranquility
like-
Base Hotel and something.
exactly. That whatever that nonsense is.
Yeah. I'm just gonna punch. Yeah, okay, I did get it right though. So he submitted that track, and I still stand by the fact that if I listed the 5 best songs I've ever heard, it makes that list somewhere. and that's insane. So I've listened to him more than anyone else in the last year. I've put his songs on repeat. I reached out and said, if there's ever times we can do reviews, put you on the podcast for the IAAS website, I'd love to feature that, so keep us in mind. He sent a while ago his next few tracks coming up, so we have some sneak peeks. This one comes out in, I believe, a couple weeks now. He's releasing this next song, which is called Tangerine Skies. I'm just really frantically trying to get the date for when it's released. I can show the screen there. Yeah, the single's coming out June 14th. So we're going to play this 2 weeks ahead of time. I'll have the pre-save as well, so you can pre-save it. This is an artist who should be fucking massive.
It is criminal. It's just another demonstration of, and there's a number of artists we can put on this list, of just like, I don't understand how they're not big.
Yeah. This is a dude that I listen to at least once a week. His EP, it's phenomenal, so check that out. I've done a review on it as well, so you can read my review if you're into that sort of thing. But this is Tangerine Sky. Crap, I had it open, I just closed it. Which is coming out in 2 weeks. Let's listen to a little bit of it and see what we think. That's over a minute. Got a little bit carried away.
I just don't know what else to say. It's just so good.
It's I struggle. I struggle with it because, as I said, the EP I play constantly. He sent 2 tracks, and I've said when he sent them over, I think I vaguely said the fact that there's an artist that I consider probably my favourite artist at the moment that I get to listen to is someone who goes, here, mate, check out these 2 songs, let me know what you think. And then I get to listen to them before anyone else. It's really fucking cool to me. And I genuinely, there's certain moments in my life musically where I've seen people before they've got big, or been at gigs, or shared the stage, and then people have got really big. I'm so confident that there will come a day where we will tell people we actually, used to speak to him and he sent us tracks before he released them. And they'd be like,
before he got huge and became an arsehole.
yeah. Danny Rivas kicks Jennifer Lawrence in the face or something. I think he is destined for success. That track's phenomenal. He sent another track, and that track is also phenomenal. He's releasing an album this year.
It's just everything is always so polished.
Yeah, every single part feels perfect.
There's not because I'm quite opinionated with music, where even if I like it, sometimes I'm like, I'd love to hear this on top of it. Or there is nothing.
The vocals are perfectly recorded.
I'm just like, this is it.
The movements of the chords and the way things shift and change throughout is brilliant. And I think I said in the article I did for the EP, the issue he had for me, the only criticism was that VHS Prom, June 1971, was such a good track that for an EP, and for me, EP should be like, here's a group of songs that are kind of the same. There was just one that was better than the rest.
Yeah.
But all of the other songs were amazing too. This song is fucking phenomenal. It's insane. I don't know. Yeah, as we said, there's no critiquing we can do. We can just shout them out. If you're someone who listens to this podcast, especially to find new music, unless he's not your cup of tea, I would say Midwest Connection, for example, he might not pre-save Danny Rivas' single. He might not, because he's, a a cooler dude than us. But if you're looking for that sort of music, then there's nowhere else to go. I think he does a fair bit of the recording himself. So yeah, just a cool dude. Thank you for the submission. 34 minutes currently is where we're at.
Is there anything else we can like talk about just to drag it on?
No. What? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do here because maybe there's one call for action, I would say, and it's not to drive engagement. Sometimes you do, don't you? You'd be like, what's your favourite colour crayon? And then people comment and your video does better. We need an artist name for the England song we're doing.
Yeah.
So if anyone can put suggestions on. TalkSport released a song and they did 442.
That's what it's called.
That was the artist. Was
artist
442.
was 442.
It was Come On England by 442. Three Lions came out, and that was like a lengthier name, wasn't it? Because it was Dave, what's his name? Dave Baddiel or whatever it is.
Yeah.
He's an absolute tosspot. Dave Baddiel, Frank Skinner, and the Lightning Seeds. So it could be Rob and Ben and
How about we rock a 4-3-3?
532.
No, because England will play with a 4-3-3.
Yeah. It's cheap though, isn't it? It's a bit cheap.
Yeah.
Three Lions, could it be something like that? Like
I feel like this is dangerously close to something that we should definitely be having a
Doing
chat
offline.
about offline.
well, but if anyone has suggestions, put them in 4 Lions. Yeah, no, if anyone has any suggestions, let us know. Honestly,
I think just end it. It's a
the
short
problem
episode.
is
Nice short episode.
the problem is, anything beyond this point, people
It'll be
would
dribble.
know. Or we could say, turn off now. But if you want an hour-long episode, here we go. We fucking just sit here.
And it's just us being like,
Fucking hell. Yeah.
have you seen
No, I need
supposed
to
to
go
be the
bed.
wettest summer on record since 1916?
Was that true?
Yeah.
I believe it, to be fair. It fucking won't stop raining, will it?
No,
It
that's
will
what
not
the
stop raining.
weather reports are saying. It's going to be the wettest summer on record since 1916.
Right. Well, here's a couple minutes at least. I'm fucking bored of this, right? Because they keep saying, right, obviously global warming happened, and then that didn't work because then it got cold, and then they're like climate change, and that's all because of us, right? And I'm not saying...
And I think, surely, if it's getting colder, then climate change good?
Yeah, and then we'll switch back on global warming when it gets a bit too ropey, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we start having long winters and things like Game of Thrones. My issue is they always are like, oh, there's been the most thunderstorms since records began, right? But the actual recording information of the instruments we have now
Like
and
go back to
accuracy,
the 60s.
no, it's like 100 years.
Yeah.
So it's like that's not that long no matter what your belief is. Even if God created it like 2,000 years or whatever it is,
Oh my God.
like that's not that long. 100 years is not that long.
You just reminded me of I was on a TikTok and they were talking about like how like what year it was or whatever, and the top comment on it, it's unbelievable, was like, this is like crazy. We don't know something about how like dinosaurs are fake, right? Because there's no way they could be real because the Earth is only 2024 years old.
Which that's insane because
Because it's the year 2024.
No,
So they're
but-
like it's only 2024
but then they need
years
to
old.
talk through the logic because their logic would be like maybe they're thinking God made it right, but 2024 is AD, isn't it? And it's like after something, right? But it's not BC, which is before Christ, which implies time before all that shit. So there's no reason for anyone to believe it's 2024
but the thing is,
years.
But the thing is, though, right, that wasn't the only comment that said that. I've seen it in a couple of places, and it's like 60,000 likes. Like, there are people out there that generally think the world is 2024
yeah, 2,000 years old.
That's tragic.
Yeah.
That's tragic.
I saw an interesting one on TikTok that said GTA Vice City, right? Let me see if I get this right. I might fuck this up and look stupid. But GTA Vice City was obviously set in the 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right? And it came out whenever it came out. we're now further away from when it was released now than how far away it was from the 80s when it was. Do you know what I mean? More time has passed now from the release of GTA Vice City than from GTA Vice City to the time it was set in. Did you understand what I'm saying?
What are you talking about?
So GTA Vice City.
Vice City, when was that released? Like 2008 or something? A complete guess.
I don't know. 2002.
2002. Vice
And it was
City.
set in 1986.
1986.
You do the maths, and I'll talk
Yeah,
about you do the maths.
yeah, because now
86
it's like
to 2002.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and then 2002 to
Take the 2,
22
16,
years.
22 years. 22 years, yeah. Right?
Yeah,
That's crazy, right?
yeah.
Is that crazy? Maybe not.
Well, it's just time, innit?
Isn't it weird, though, that the 80s to 2002 feels really different?
Well,
right?
it's 22 years.
Yeah, right. But as in, like, the era feels so different.
Right.
But, like, I just feel like there's not been era changes in my life.
No, we
That
already
whole
talked about the
30.
whole socks thing, B.
Okay, yeah, okay. The socks got longer, right? Here's the thing: you're going from the 80s with headbands and like bright colours and all of this.
Yeah, but all of that shit's coming
Flares.
back now. I don't get it.
I don't know. I
don't get it.
Maybe it's just because, like, it's like when someone sees your kid, not your kids, but someone's getting like, well, they've grown so much, and the parents like they haven't, but it's because you've seen the gradual change. But for me, it doesn't feel like the 80s have this defined look, and the 70s and 60s and 50s.
The 90s did as well.
90s did, I guess. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
90s and early 2000s.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm
Definitely
saying
had
2000.
Above, take me to the water side.